Recording in progress.
Okay, I believe I'm on. Am I on the speaker panel? Can everyone see me clearly?
Yep, I can see you.
Okay, amazing. Alrighty. Well, hello everybody. This is a different type of Zoom, so I don't think I can see anybody else, but I'm sure some of y'all can see me. So, anyways, my name is Wutak from Bar Chemistry. What Bar Chemistry is mainly a media hub and content channel on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, etc. And we make mixology content. So your company, Kimberly Clark, reached out to me to host a little mixology class today for you all. I know some of you are going to be following along and making the drinks with us. So I'm going to go slow, take a little break after each drink, and I'm going to try to pay attention to where the questions are coming in. Someone mentioned something about questions, so I don't know where I would see that, or if Justin could just fill me in on that as it comes. But yeah.
Hey, the questions were originally enabled to have chat not be enabled, but if you'd like, I can enable it so they can interact with you.
Okay, yeah, I'll prefer that actually. Yep.
Okay, understood.
Cool. Thanks, Justin. Alrighty. So I tried to make the drinks as festive as possible for the winter and holiday season. And I think one of the most festive drinks that we can all recognize easily is an eggnog. Now, I'm sure we've all had eggnog, whether it's with alcohol or not, but I think to have a little fun today, we're going to make it boozy. So you can choose between three liquors that I think are most ideal for eggnog, and that is between brandy, bourbon, or rum. And I prefer brandy or bourbon over rum, but we're going to use brandy this time. I've got eggs here. Give me 1 second. We got cream. Boom. Okay. So this is not like traditional eggnog where you got to like heat up the egg yolks and whisk it with sugar and all that. This is more of an easy version of eggnog, which is going to use the base template of a cocktail called a flip. So flip cocktails, they use an entire egg, similar to an eggnog. So we're going to just start with that. Let's crack one egg into our shaker. And I did send some information on tools. If you guys don't have a cocktail shaker and you're using alternatives, the best thing I think is a protein shaker, like the one you use after the gym. Other than that, mason jars work pretty well. And yeah, or any type of, closed substance that can take a beating and you can seal tightly. So we get the egg in there. I usually like to crack the yolks. Just give it a little poke. Okay. All right, now let's do 2 ounces of brandy or bourbon or rum, whatever you guys have on hand. That's in there. And this part is optional. So if you are lactose intolerant, you don't actually have to do this, but I'm going to put heavy cream in. Let's do 3/4 of an ounce. I just feel that it helps the drink kind of have more of like a milky, creamy feel. Already the egg will do that, but it just adds to it. Okay. And now, of course, it's not going to taste very good if we don't make it sweet. So we're going to make a syrup. Some people buy simple syrup, but it's very easy to make it. And I'm sure some of you have not made it before. So I'm going to just make a quick one right in front of you. This is all you need: sugar and hot water. So I've already got my water kind of boiled up. And we're gonna measure out equal amounts of the sugar as well as the hot water. I want to make sure this is clean first, so the sugar doesn't stick to the measuring cup. There we go. So I'm gonna let's do a half ounce, half cup, sorry. And if I do a half cup of sugar, equal parts just means that I will do also a half cup of hot water. I'm gonna put it into here. Measure out the same amount of water. Boom. Just gonna give that a little stir. Let the hot water dissolve the sugar. Give it a second to dissolve. And once that's melted down, that will be your simple syrup. And after, if you've never made simple syrup before, and this is your first time, this is great to use in like, sweetening any drinks like your coffee or tea. It's a little bit easier than, just regular sugar, because then you don't have to wait for it to melt. Yeah, and it's just useful. I know a lot of people who make that on the daily just to use in their regular life. So I have some Demerara syrup. This is made with Demerara sugar, already made and cooled down. So I'm going to use this. But it's okay if you just put a little bit of the sugar of the hot syrup into your shaker. So I'm going to do 3/4 of an ounce because I enjoy a little bit sweeter. You can go up to a full ounce if you enjoy sweeter drinks. And then with no ice in here, so I've got all the ingredients of my cocktail in here. I'm going to give that a shake. This is called dry shaking. So that is usually when you make a cocktail with ice or without ice. So sorry. But you're making it with egg whites or egg. So when you make cocktails with egg, you want to emulsify it before you try to chill it. So that's why we shake without ice first. You can shake however you want. Just make sure.
This meeting is being recorded.
And here we go. I'm going to use a coupe glass. However, if you don't have one, any old glass will do, even over ice, and a rocks glass is fine. Sorry, I'm just going to grab a strainer. Give me 1 second. A fine strainer. Go. If you have one of these, this is a fine mesh strainer. I would use it. It just creates a better consistency because it, holds back all the ice shards, lets the egg and cream sift through this fine mesh. It's all silky smooth. Beautiful color. Your drink might not be this color because I use Demerara syrup, which is darker. But yeah, essentially that's what it should look like. And now we're going to garnish. Boom. I've got whole nutmeg here. I feel like nutmeg is like the Christmas spice. So easy to put on anything, especially like the freshly grated, and it smells so fragrant, so perfectly like Christmas. Tastes amazing, and it's just perfect in small quantities as a garnish like this. So I'm grating it over the top with a microplane. Tap out all the excess. And there it is, the easy eggnog flip. Looks delicious. I won't be able to taste this one. I can't drink for a couple days, but yes. I can't tell if anyone was following along or not, but if you have any questions or if you were lost in some of the instructions, now is a good time to ask. How's it going, Justin?
Hey, I don't see any yet. I'm actually told this is going to be, the questions are going to be facilitated through a platform they're using called Subsume.
Okay.
I haven't seen those come in, but I think a Subsume member is going to be joining us shortly to mediate those questions, but I haven't seen anything come in just yet.
No worries.
No
Perfect.
problem.
Okay. So don't want to take too long of a break. You guys can sip this, but I think we should prepare maybe our next two ingredients. So you guys can sip on that cocktail. We're going to prepare two different types of syrups. So one is a sugar cookie syrup, or actually, let me just rinse out my tools real fast and then we'll start on that. So in between cocktails, if you're using the same equipment, just try to rinse everything just with water. And then at the end, you can wash it for real with soap and everything. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right, so this cocktail is going to require an Earl Grey syrup. So this is very simple, very similar to the simple syrup we just made. But one small difference, which actually makes a big difference. So this is Earl Grey tea, just the regular tea bags. Bought the Tazo brand. And we're gonna get, let's do three tea bags. I'm gonna measure out my hot water. Boom. Open all three tea bags. Earl Grey just smells amazing. What is it? Bergamot, essence of bergamot that gives it that. And if you're ever making syrups for anything else, this is a really cool and easy way to make them, have a lot of flavor, be a little more creative than just adding a regular simple syrup to your cocktails, tea, food, whatever. All right, so we're gonna let those tea bags steep at least a minute. And once it's steeped, we're gonna add some sugar. So I know I can't see anybody's questions right now. Hope you guys are all keeping along. I hope you're enjoying this eggnog. If it's not to your liking, you can add more sugar.
What's up,
more
insiders?
syrup.
Thanks for all the feedback on our set. We're taking it to heart.
Oh, didn't mean to do that. Clean as we go. Let me put this over here. Okay,